Hello, everyone. Nice to see you this Friday, the 6th. Yes, we're in November. Welcome to the Renovation and Outdoor Living Show. So where are we? November the 6th. Fireworks are all done for another year. Yeah, right. They'll be on all weekend, particularly after the rain wiped them out from a lot of people. And all eyes at the moment are on the US election. So the headlines at the moment, we still don't know who's winning. Well, we think Biden's winning. The headlines at the moment, I've just looked at this New Zealand site stuff. Here you go. US election live. Trump says he's being cheated with no evidence. US election. TV crew falsely accused by Trump supporters of rigging votes. Trump campaign sues the wrong person. It's just such a mess, isn't it? But anyway, it's still very close. It looks like it's going Biden's way. We'll find out probably maybe not until Monday or so. Anyway, what we need to think about is Christmas. It's less than 50 days till Christmas. Sorry to frighten you. Have you planned your day yet? More importantly, how is your outdoor space looking? So let's not just think about Christmas. Let's think about the summer because this is the time. You know, we've had some decent weather here in New Zealand and we're allowed out, unlike a lot of you if you're watching from London. Anyway, it's less than 50 days till Christmas. We've got summertime. How's your outdoor space looking? Because that's what we're going to be focusing on a wee bit today. What you need to do to get prepped for the ultimate entertaining during the festive season. I'll get to that very shortly. First, a recap of what we talked about last week. We had Robert Knight on from Schneider Electric. Now, Robert, a good friend of the show, always talks about really cool, innovative stuff, which Schneider's coming up with. And last week was all about electric vehicles, okay? 18,000 of them on the road in New Zealand alone. Government target of 64,000 by the end of next year. So that's 13 months away. Sounds like a lot, but Robert says, yeah, it's going to happen. Given the inquiries they're having and the number of charging units they're setting up, which is what he was talking to us about, installing specialized recharging units maybe as part of your renovation project, and the benefits of having the specialist unit rather than just charging on a normal socket. If you're doing renovations, talk to your team about putting one of these in, because it probably is going to be a standard part of any garage or outdoor car space in the future. We're also today, what are we going to do? We're going to give away, talking about smart tech, we're going to give away the amazing Yale Access lock system. We'll give that away today. We've also got another really cool giveaway to announce for you tomorrow. I've just been handed the update from the yeah, no, it's just confirming that Biden's still got a slight lead. Sorry, I was just a bit of an update there. So the other giveaway is going to be something to do with what we're going to talk about. And this is about entertaining for Christmas, planning the new outdoor kitchen. What's involved? How do you get started? What's it going to cost you? Because I think you probably could spend an awful lot on this. And the person who's going to tell us all is Thelma Mayer, outdoor living stylist, Zones landscaping franchise owner here in Central Auckland. Been on the show a couple of times this year, a good friend of the show. Thelma, good to see you this afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us, because before we talk about what it's going to cost, because as I think I mentioned, it probably could cost you anything from not very much to the cost of a small house. Just explain the concept of outdoor kitchen.
Hi, Rawdon. Yes, outdoor kitchen obviously is a space outside that you will entertain your friends, your family and guests while you do your prep work and the cooking, and be at the open air. It gives you a little bit more storage space. It's give you a little bit more adventurous cooking than just a normal kitchen indoors. And it's obviously a big reflection of the homeowner, because we usually design it specifically for that homeowner and the appliances that they want in that space. And it reflects the soul and the inclination of the owner. It's a very personal space. It's almost intimate. And it's the hottest new trend in entertaining.
So when people are coming to you for a consultation initially, and they say, right, we want to transform our outdoor space, the things, so you might say to them, what are your top 3 requirements? Nowadays, this is up there, this is like up there with your spa or your I don't know, shelter or the indoor outdoor.
Yeah. So obviously the first question will be is where do you want your outdoor kitchen? Is it going to be close to the house or is it going to be far away? So that will determine the layout, especially and the space that you have for that outdoor kitchen. So if you have, say for instance, just a basic layout with closer to the house that is very kind of in your budget, you will just start with using your initial kitchen to do the prep work and use the fridge and the sink and then just do the cooking outdoors. So for instance, like that, it's quite nice to have an area from your kitchen with slider doors into your outdoor area, or you can open up with slider windows or a cover that gives you a little bit of shelter and work from your existing kitchen outside. So this is probably the basic start. If people want it a little bit further away, then obviously the shape of the kitchen will be different, the outside kitchen. You're going to need a little bit more storage space. Depends on the amount of appliances, if it's going to be only a straight line design or is it going to form an L shape or U shape. So the functionality is the most important. You want a prep area, you want a cooking area, and you want a serving area. So, for instance, in this image, when you don't have a lot of space, this is an in-line or just a straight line type of design. So that you can do the prep work. There's some sink and refrigeration and your cooking area.
I look at this, it looks almost like it's a one piece, which has almost just been able to, you've obviously organized, the space is organized and it looks almost like one piece which just slots straight in. Maybe that's just the fact it's been designed well, but and I don't mind that long, what did you call it, straight line? Here you go. This wonderful, look at that awesome concrete look. Yeah. I don't mind the straight line because the chances are there are going to be 3 or 4 of you out there. Well, there'll be 12 blokes around the barbecue and then about 2 or 3 people doing the actual work down the other end. So it works, doesn't it? You don't need it to be an intimate space.
Yeah, I think, again, just basics. If you invest first in a very good high-end grill, you can always build it in later, like that image that we just showed. That makes it really easy just to have a sort of station to work with and a little bit of mingle with friends. But one of the biggest questions that we also have to ask our homeowners is how many people are you going to entertain? So the bigger the groups, the more often they will come, the more space you're going to need and more countertop for the guests to be to enjoy themselves and actually have that connection with you while you do the entertaining and cooking outdoors.
I want to go back to that, the initial, that is incredible. And the actual house itself is also incredible. It almost looks like it's been designed with that outdoor. I mean, do you think that's what's happened there? Because that space outside is just asking for a kitchen to go in there. It's just beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, so a lot of kitchens wants to be closer to the entertainment and the action. So this will be designed according to the space around the pool. So while having swim parties and you can join, you can supervise, and you can be part of the fun. But in this type of scenario, you usually have a full kitchen designed that everything that you need will be in that space. So not only counter space and storage, but you need your refrigeration, you need your to do the prep work there, you need to sometimes have warmers to keep your food warm, and more counter spaces for the people. And obviously the beverages is very important so that the people can help themselves. You don't want to run in and out of the house. You need to make sure that you've got everything there while you entertain.
It strikes me in that situation, as you said, that entire thing is completely self-contained. That is basically an entire kitchen outside. You've probably got different crockery out there as well. Nothing is going to come in or out except just the actual fresh produce, maybe. So that budget-wise, you're going to have to allow for the cost of effectively a new kitchen.
That's correct. Yes, unfortunately, but you want it functional. So there's no ways that you want to bring all your things from the house, your cutlery, your knives and forks, your glassware. You need a dishwasher there. It needs to be just there forever, so that you can just use it every single time people arrive.
Whereas, I mean, this is quite a clever one because this is a bit half and half, isn't it? So obviously, this sort of is a foot in both camps. Compared maybe to the original ones we looked at, the initial ones, which were, as you were saying, think about using what's already inside and maybe allowing it to sort of seamlessly integrate with the outside, like the windows going up or like the sliding doors, which strikes me as pretty clever. Because then your cost really is. I mean, that to me is as integrated maybe as actually being outside.
Yes, I always say that people will usually do the renovation of their house first, and they always start with their kitchen. So if you don't have a budget to do anything to the outdoors, think of clever ideas like a slider door, a window slider that connects you to that kitchen. You can do the prep work still indoors, and you can just do the cooking outside. So this is really, budget-wise, probably the easiest way to go. You can also have a kitchen island that is on wheels, or just a prep station somewhere in your kitchen design that you can drag out and use that as a prep station outside if you want to spend more time with your guests.
That's an interesting one, isn't it? Because let's say you haven't got the budget to install the entire outdoor kitchen, or you haven't got the budget to change the indoor outdoor, like putting in those sort of beautiful tilted windows or whatever to create that bar feeling. Let's say you have none of that in your budget, but this summer you want to be able to do this. You want to be able to get this outdoor kitchen feel. The island idea, which you just said, is that pretty much your starting point for nice, basic, portable outdoor kitchen, something you can literally wheel out and put next to the barbecue?
Yes.
Oh, and look at that wheelbarrow with ice and beer. That's your ultimate budget.
This is my budget, where I really enjoy. You are going to have the indoor kitchen or the outdoor kitchen feeling, but you are stealing and using things from the indoors. That's why that station is so great, because now you can do the prep while the people is with you, mingling outside, and spend some time with them while you do the prep and the cooking. The barbecue can be on wheels as well, so you can literally move it to spaces as it's winter or summer or rain or shelter. But usually you want to keep it really close to your kitchen, because you don't have anything literally in that space. You still need the sink from the kitchen itself. You probably will take your guest indoor to have the meal if it's windy or rainy, but you can also have just an outdoor table and chairs. I always say, buy really good quality from day one and store them. You're definitely going to need a light while you're cooking, especially in the evenings, and use anything hollow for your beverages.
Now you look at this. Tell me about. Do you know? I mean, this is an outdoor fire, obviously, but can you cook on this as well?
Yeah, so this is the latest fire pit, but as a multifunction. So it's so great for now in summer with kids being at home and summertime and have friends over and pool parties and students, that they can cook around it. So they can prep their own food. They can do their own food. It can be a brunch. It can be a evening dinner. Just food with that you can handle with your hands. It's such a clever idea. It's probably my best. I think it's the best invention for this year. I really enjoy that. It's very popular, and it has a cover, so it can actually be in shelter.
What would that set you back? Something, because that looks like it's almost like sort of like a steel or something. What is it? What does it make? Looks expensive.
It's cotton steel, and it's very easy to assemble. It's not that heavy, so you don't need to crane it in. It can be delivered and quickly installed. It has storage for the wood. Everything is there. That's what I call functional again. There's wood storage. You make the fire and you can use it for your barbecue and entertaining. Coming from the water, kayaking, rowing.
And it has a lid, you said?
You start doing that. Cook from that.
And it has a lid as well, so you can leave it outside, because you don't want to move that sort of thing around, do you?
It has a cover, yes.
Yeah, it's very, very cool, that, isn't it? Tell me though, let's now go back to your higher end.
Yeah.
So what would be the cost of a unit like that, which we just saw?
Probably around $3,500.
Yeah, so that's your full kitchen outside, as far as being able to cook and store you. Now let's go to the high end, because obviously these sort of things, it's a case you can put these in any space you've got outside. You mentioned something which I found really interesting, that with your fixed or your permanent outdoor kitchens,
Hello, Rawdon?
Oh yeah, hi, can you hear me? Sorry.
No, I've missed your question.
That's all right. I was just saying something which you had mentioned earlier about how often, and this is probably quite a good example we're looking at here, your big fixed permanent outdoor kitchens may often be further away from the house, particularly, if like most of us in central Auckland, you have got 17 acres with swimming pools and lakes and tennis court. But on a serious note, that's quite interesting. That's a way of being able to create an entertaining area rather than being stuck to your house.
Yes, and that's obviously what is the purpose of our outdoor kitchen, is to bring the kitchen or the outdoor entertaining to what is available on the site. If it doesn't matter if it's a pool or a spa or tennis court, you just want everybody to be part of it. You don't want anybody to miss out on. One thing that doesn't show very often on a screen for our outdoor kitchen is access. There should always be access from the side, so that your guests can just enter by themselves. You don't need to go and open the door for everybody who arrives, and you can be part of that entertaining and enjoy and prep and do the cooking, because this is probably what people love doing. Just that variation of extra type of methods of what you can cook makes it so much more special. And again, it's all about the functionality. Everything is there. And it's like literally just walk from your house into your outdoor kitchen and everything is there to use.
Just very quickly, from a design perspective, what are the essential aspects that you cannot afford to ignore? I mean, for instance, you could go very wrong by creating an amazing space which doesn't even fit with the rest of the house, for instance. So this is where you need a designer to be able to actually say, this is, okay, look, great space, great functionality, but it's not going to work because it just doesn't fit the house. So what, from your perspective as a stylist, what are the essential aspects you're considering?
Obviously, the indoor-outdoor flow is very important. The extension needs to gel with the existing. It needs to look almost seamless, and it should not look like an add-on. Sometimes you can replicate the same roof or structure or beam or pillars or roof tiles, so that it just looks like that add-on was always there. You cannot differentiate that. Some people do love to go a little bit more rustic with the outdoor spaces, but it still needs to gel. You can use concrete, but you can add still the same color of the floorboards somewhere in the other outdoor space. Beautiful countertop that's maybe exactly the same that you have in your kitchen. There's so many high resistance to UV, stain resistant countertops, high scratch resistant, heat resistant, all those things is very important. And that can make your kitchen and your outdoor kitchen very similar.
Geez, that's nice, that one. Look at that. But that's a good point you made. There is so much to think about when you've got the elements and the style of the original house that you have to actually consider. Henceforth, it's probably worth talking to someone like you who probably does know a thing or two about this, unlike someone like me who might just slap a table and sort of wheel out a cooking station. But hey, thank you so much, Thelma. Really cool stuff. Fascinating. Are you guys busy at the moment? Are you still finding that because it's been such a now right for your side of that of the industry? Are you busy?
Yes, that's obviously our busiest time of the year. Everybody wants everything done by Christmas. So it is important to help those people out and enjoy even a better outdoor space and outdoor flow. And a lot of people is going to stay in Auckland, so a lot of people invest more money into the outdoor spaces. They're going to enjoy these.
I think that's interesting because it is going to be pretty busy out there for the summer, and as a result, a lot of people are thinking about staying at home, as you just said. So that's why this will be a premium opportunity for anyone who's thinking about that to really think about their outdoor cooking area, their kitchen area, and their entertaining area. So give Thelma a ring. Hey, Thelma, thanks very much indeed. Really good to see you. In fact, on a serious note, if you do want to get hold of Thelma or any of the Zones team, there you go. There's the website, www.zones.co.nz, and they'll be able to link you up with Thelma and the other franchise owners. Thanks, Thelma. We'll see you maybe before Christmas. If not, have a very busy time, and we'll see you in the new year.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Awesome. Now, on the subject of what Thelma was just talking about, if you really want entry-level outdoor kitchen, this is it. It's going to be, and it's free, okay? Our friends at Outdoor, who we've spoken to a couple of times during the year, this is what they've given us. They've given us a couple of these before during the year. It seems only the right time for us to be able to give away another of these. So this is the Weber Baby. This is the Q1000 barbecue. The best. Personal endorsement, Weber, the best. I love my Weber, and not that I'm a big barbecue aficionado, but it works. You switch it on, it cooks the food evenly, and away you go. So if you want to win this is what you need to do to enter. You have to like our page and tell us about your next outdoor project, okay? Your next outdoor project, and we will throw one of those Weber Baby Q1000s at somebody when we draw the name out of the hat. We'll do that on the 20th of November, which is a couple of weeks away. And talking of giveaways, so this is the last few weeks. This is 2 weeks ago when we were given this to give away. Yale Access Smart Security System, absolutely brilliant, ingenious system. It's smart tech of the highest quality, where you can basically lock and unlock your door from anywhere in the world at the touch of your iPhone and the app. And not only are we giving away the module and the Wi-Fi bridge and the door sense and all that software and all that hardware there, we're also going to give you away the actual lock, the Yale lock as well. So let us, you had to like our page and tell us when Yale was founded. And our winner is, I hope you're watching, Diane Woods. Congratulations. We're going to send that out to you very, very shortly. So good luck and enjoy the extra security that we'll add. Now, we talk a lot about good innovation. What about those unnecessary inventions, completely ridiculous inventions? And this is our top 10 for this Friday, the 6th of November. The top 10 most unnecessary inventions. This is by Matty Benedetto. I have no idea who he is, and it really doesn't matter. But anyway, so for our entertainment, Matty has come up with these top 10 unnecessary inventions. At number 10, aircon in the car, no problem. He's even got the sunroof open. There you go. Number 9, enjoy your snacks no matter how far you are from your friends with the snack saucer. At number 8, it's the jigsaw puzzle coffee table. Completely unnecessary invention. At number 7, we have, the latest in iPhones is the iPhone 12L. I sort of quite like that one. Awkward in the pocket, but I sort of quite like the functionality maybe. No, it's ridiculous. At number 6, the scooter platter. Let's have a look at the scooter platter. But that's genius. You can actually ride a scooter along the road and eat at the same time. It's even got the little cutout so you can munch your whatever. What is that thing? What is that pie? That is a pink pizza. Number 5, the grocery cart hoodie. Now, I'm sort of into this because I still haven't got used to going into a supermarket and remembering to carry the bloody bags out of the car. So this I'm into. However, if I saw someone wearing this, I would assume that they were just a very dumb thief. So anyway, go for your life. Number 4 of completely unnecessary inventions is the Not Today mirror. This is great. So you're feeling a bit ugly, a bit overweight, just close the curtain. Awesome. And you can even sectionalize just top, middle, or bottom. With different bits of the curtain there. Number 3 of unnecessary inventions is the megaphone mask. Be heard while staying safe is a COVID requirement. At number 2, the not so hot blanket when just one leg needs a breather. Brilliant, because everyone needs one of these. Everyone has that moment in the pull the sheet off the leg, but that's utterly ridiculous. And number one, for your favorite pair of brogues, which you don't want to get wet, the shoebrella. I mean, what is there to say apart from the fact it's just genius? But it definitely wouldn't work. A completely unnecessary invention. Really good to see you. We'll do it all again next week. Have a great week. We'll actually know who the American president is by next week. And I can guarantee one thing, there'll be law cases still flying around. See you then. Bye-bye.